Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and my first sit down video. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. So I thought for today's video, I'm going through all of the products I want to use up or make a massive dent in 2026, as these are items that I just want to get through because they're old. I'm not going to repurchase them. If you've been following along with my Project Pan journey, I'm currently down 30 items from the start of the year. I've got a bunch of things here. I've probably pulled out way too much stuff, but I thought we might go through it together. In each update, I can go through a couple of these items and I can actually show you the progress I've made. Some things I will definitely be finished by the end of the year. Some things will definitely be rolling in to the next year, but I think that if I focus on these ones and I can just get a bunch of them out of my collection, I'm going to be super happy. I have skincare, makeup, moisturizer, hair care, and some things I use on my feet, some dental. I've just got a mixture of things, and I think makeup is actually my biggest item that I want to get through. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope if you're also doing Project Pan that you're killing it, you're getting through items, and that by the end of this year we'll all be lots of items down and we saved a lot of money not purchasing stuff we don't need. So first I might start off with skincare. I'm not going to go into each item, I think that's going to be super boring, but the first thing that I would like to get through is all of these samples. So I have a whole bunch here, like maybe actually a ridiculous amount. So in these little sachets, I have 10. They're from serums, toners, and sunscreens. I've got this stick clay mask, which I never purchased. I got it for free when I placed my skincare order. And then I've also got these two products here. So this one is a Barrier Essence by Haru Haru, and then this one is a moisturizer. I haven't tried these two products yet, so if I like them, I might repurchase them, but I don't know at this stage because I haven't tried them. For a cleanser, I've got this CeraVe Foaming Cleanser. I'm like pretty close to the bottom, so I'll get through this probably in the next month or two, but this is my oldest cleanser, so I definitely want to get through this. This is the Asus Y Dark Spot Correcting Glow Serum. I have two of these and I would love to get through them in the next few months, and once I use these up, I don't think I'll be repurchasing them, but I have used this for many years and I did quite enjoy it, but I think it's just not doing much for me anymore. Another one that I just want to use up and get out of my collection, not because it's bad, but because I've moved on to something else, is this Beauty of Joseon Red Bean Water Gel. And I've only got a little bit left, which is exciting. So once I've used this up, I will be going back to my staple moisturizer. Another item I want to use is a Carantine Calming Water Pads. I've used quite a few, but it's still like up to here, and I just don't use these very often, but I'd love to get through this. And I probably won't be repurchasing toner pads ever again, just because I prefer more liquid items. Another skincare product I really want to use up is this Paula's Choice Exfoliant, which is the Skin Perfecting 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. I've had this for, I want to say, a few years, and I think it's just a bit too harsh for my skin, but I am going to try and use this up by the end of the year. Sometimes I go months without it. Sometimes I use it like once a month, twice a month. I just want to get in a better routine in regards to this. I'm just going to see how my skin reacts to it. Another item is the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. Fortunately, I just don't use this. So I think I would love to find a way to implement this in my routine. I use cleansing oils to remove my makeup and cleansers, and I don't really like the feeling this leaves when it's on my skin. So if you have any recommendations, please let me know. Another kind of skincare product, which I don't think I'm going to use as a skincare, is these Simple Sensitive Skin Experts Cleansing Facial Wipes. I have 3 of these in my backstock, and I don't think I'm going to technically use them as a makeup remover wipe just because they are so old. But I think what I might do is I might just use them to like a wipe for cleaning up makeup products. Like I could probably give this a good clean. Another item I've got is this Banging Body Firming Lotion. This is the fragrance free. I've just opened this one, but I've got another one in my backstock. I'd love to get through both of these products. just because these are also products that I've had for a few years now, and I just like to use them up, get them out of my collection. Is this Dermaveen Sensitive Sun SPF 50. I haven't used much, and I think I'm just gonna have to start using this. I did try, you can use this on your face. I did use it on my face. I hated the feeling of it on my face. I think I'm just gonna have to find a way to use this up. I think if I don't use this up by the end of the year though, I am going to have to declutter it because it is old and it expires, according to the bottom, in October of this year. I also might try and chuck this out when people come over so they can use it if they're going swimming. And that is, surprisingly, with all the skincare I own, they're all items that I really just want to use up or get through by the end of the year. Next, I will jump into hair care. So I have 4 hair products. I know I've got so many products that I'm kind of cycling through now, but I think these are the ones that I want to try and use up as much as I can. I have this Aromas with Argan Oil Aromas Oil Spray. So this is just a hair finishing spray. I've had this since like I got my first hair straightener, I think, which was like early 2010s. And I'm like under halfway, which is great. Another item is this Neon & Co treatment oil. I've also had that for probably as long as that Aromas product. I'm probably under halfway, and I use this every time I wash my hair. I have added 2 shampoos into this section, which I'm gonna try and get through. I don't think I'll get through both of them, but I think I can make a really big dent into these items. So the first one, which you've seen in videos, is this NAC Hair Ultimate Cleanse Shampoo. I am under halfway with this one, and I use this every few weeks just as a deep cleanse for my scalp. And then there's also this volume shampoo that I just opened. I feel like compared to my old shampoo, I am having to use an extra pump, half a pump to a pump. I just feel like this one doesn't go as far as the other one I've used up, so I'd really like to make massive progress with this. Before I jump into makeup, I might just quickly go through some Feet products. I've had these for such a long time as well. So I have 2 products. I have the Cool Feet Softening Soap. So this is just an antibacterial refresh and deodorizes tired feet, and it has tea tree oil, peppermint and eucalyptus. I've used a little bit of it, but I really want to make progress with this year. I don't think I used it at all last year, so I really want to try and use it a few times a month if I can. Another item from Cool Feet is this callus remover. I think I'm about halfway now. I think I will get through this by the end of the year, but I just want to get this used up as well. I probably brought these 2 feet products at a time where, you know, I was really getting into nails and like pedicures and stuff, and I still really like it, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think these are necessary for me. Another item I want to use is these Oral-B 3D whitening strips. I brought these a very long time ago. They expired in June last year. I think they're still okay though. I haven't had much issues. I didn't use these because they irritated my gums, so I'm just kind of using them for 10 to 15 minutes, maybe once a week. Well, that's my goal, and I'll use one tonight. I've got 6 left, so if I can use one a week, I will be finished these within 2 months, which is exciting. Just something that I want to finish up and not have in my bathroom anymore. And the next thing I'm going to jump into is my makeup, which is probably the most exciting for me to project pan, because I do have so much makeup, and I have so much makeup in my backstock as well. So this is kind of like my tamed version of my makeup. I have thrown a lot out over the years, hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth, but I think Project Pan is really going to make me use these products. I really want to push myself to just use up products and not waste products anymore. So we might start off with face product. First product I've got is this MCO Beauty Flawless Glow. I don't particularly like this, but I think in winter it will work better for me. I still though have quite a bit left in here. Another item is, which I really like this product, but I've got another one in my back stock, and once I use this I want to move into other items, but it's just the Maybelline Skin Tint. I do like this, really nice and light. I've got about a quarter left, so once I've used this one up, I think I'm going to jump into my next product, which is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation. I've had this for quite a long time as well, at least a few years. I don't think I've used it many times, less than 5 times I would say, and I'm still very much at the top. So once I've used that skin tint, I'm actually going to move over to this foundation just so I can try and move through this. I think that this would be a good winter foundation for me. Another face item I want to get through is a product I've had for many years, and I feel like it just never ends, and I just want it to end, so hopefully I can get it to end this year. But that is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I would love to get through this one here, and I do have another one in my backstock, but I definitely know that I won't be getting through both of these this year, so I'll aim for one. For face setting products, I do have 2 here, and I definitely think I will get through these, which is great. So the first one I've got is the Rare Beauty Setting Spray. I've only got a little bit left, as you can see, and I've kind of been tracking it as well, but this is the one that I'm aiming to finish first, and I will get through this hopefully soon. And then the one after that, which is also open and nearly finished, is the MCO Beauty Grip Set and Refresh Spray. So once I finish that rare one, I'm definitely going to hit this, and I've actually got another one of these in my backstock, which I will start once I finish these 2 up. For cream bronzer, I have one which is this MCO Beauty Instant Contour. It's a really nice color, but I just don't like adding too much liquids to my face because I have oily skin, so I think I'd rather just use powders. So I really like to get through this, and I think I am like over halfway done. So they're kind of like all my liquid face product. Next I will go into powders. So I have so many powders. The one that I've got in my hand, I would be calling it quits in the next probably week, because there's literally not really anything in there, just around the outside. But in saying that, I do have 3 in my backstock, which I know is freaking ridiculous. So my goal is to get through at least 1 by the end of the year. And it's such a nice powder too. Another powder item is this MCO Beauty Miracle Flawless Press Powder. I brought this in translucent by accident. I was meant to get a color, and I brought 2 in 1 hit, and I just don't particularly like this powder much, or at all. Like, I think the Australia's one is so much better, and I have some loose powders that I also prefer to this, but you know, I brought them, so I have to use them. So I am nearly finished this one, but I do want to get through this other one by the end of the year as well. Next is I have powder bronzers. I am currently using this Benefit Hoola Light Bronzer, and I have hit pan, and I'm hoping to finish this. I feel like the product that left is quite thick on the side, so I think it's actually going to take me quite a little bit to get through this, but I would love to like finish this up by the end of the year. Next I have blushes. So I've got a liquid and a powder blush here. I have 3 of these Rare Beauty blush sample sizes, and I've had these for a few years as well, and I just want to start trying to make some progress with it. I am hoping to smash through at least 1 of these this year, and then I can work on the other 2 next year or whenever I can start them, but I'd really like to just finish 1 and just get it out of my collection. For powder blush, I have this Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush, and this is in Party. The packaging has broken off, unfortunately. I have hit pan on this, which is super exciting, and it is very thin in the middle, so I'm hoping by the end of the year I can at least get through this. I do really like this blush. It's a really nice blush. I did look it up, and they don't have this blush anymore, at least in this shade, but I do have other blushes in my backstock, so unfortunately once this is used up, I will be moving on to them and using them up. So the next item I would love to make a big dent in. I don't expect myself to finish at least all the shades in here. Maybe I can hit 1 or 2, but it's using this Lorac Pro palette. This is a really nice palette, but it's pretty old and I just want to start getting through it. I haven't hit pan on many of the shades, but like I have made very good progress with like a few of these shades here. So hopefully I can at least hit pan on a couple of these by the end of the year. This is my main one I'm working through, and I probably will just keep trying to use this. At the end of the year I'll evaluate where I am and I will see if I should move on to another palette I've got, or if I will continue working through this one in the following year. But eyeshadow takes such a long time to get through. So the next items that I will be going through is lip products. I have quite a few lip products here. I don't know if I will get through them all, but I can only hope. The first being this Burt's Bees Tropical Pineapple Lip Balm. Next I have some lip tints and lip glosses. The first one being this Benefit Benetint, and I'm about halfway, which I think it's good progress, and I have definitely ramped up using this in this past year. I've got this other glossy lip stain, which is from Colourpop. When I placed a Colourpop order last year to buy some cool tone makeup palettes, I actually brought probably like 6 or 7 lip products, which I really regret doing at this point in time. But unfortunately I can't go back and change my spending habits back then, and I don't want it to seem like I buy a lot. This might seem like a lot, but this is over like years of purchases, and I really don't spend money on myself anymore, or very much. But I've got 2 of these Colourpop glossy lip stains. I'm going to try and finish one by the end of this year, and if I can start using the second one, great. If I can't, you know, I'm not going to like stress out about it. Lip glosses. I really want to get through this Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. I've had this for years. I really like these lip gloss. It's such a nice color. It's such a nice lip gloss, but I just don't use it as much. I'm going to bring in this Colourpop Small Talk So Juicy lip gloss. This is a nice color, and I have 2 more in my backstock, but they have a mint taste and I'm not a big fan of that. But I will try and use these up and at least get through 1 tube of this year. That's my goal. And then last thing for lip products, I've got 3 of these Colourpop lip pencils. I would love to at least get through 1 of these. I don't really use lip liners though, so I think it's going to be a struggle to try and use this up. And that is 6 lip products I want to use up by the end of this year. And talking about makeup, this isn't all my makeup, by the way. This is just what's in technically my backstock. I have like 2 containers full of like lots of products. As soon as I like use up a lot of this makeup, I will be replacing it with a product in my backstock. But I still think it's going to take me such a long time, unfortunately, to get through all of this. But I'm really hoping it doesn't take as long as I'm thinking it's going to. And I think that makeup is going to be the hardest category to kind of get through quickly, just because I probably only wear makeup at a minimum twice a week. And if I'm not going out on the weekends or doing anything, my friends, but half the time if we go out as friends, we all just don't wear makeup. So hopefully I can just make strides getting through all of this product. So I think that is everything that I want to show. There is obviously products that I haven't shown in this video that will still be in my Project Pan videos, because they're just staple items and I will still be probably giving you updates on them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you use any of these products, let me know. Let me know if you really like them, if you're trying to declutter the items as well. And if you have any recommendations on any of the items that I've shown you and we've talked about, if there's something out there that I can start doing to get through these products faster, let me know. And I will like try to start getting into a better routine with all of these. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I was probably a bit over the place. I was a bit over the place. I'm always a bit over the place. I have brain fog all the time. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that by the end of 2026 I would have made a massive dent in these products, and maybe, and what I'm thinking is maybe in my monthly updates I can give you updates on my progress on them. I'm not going to do progress updates on all of these items every month. I think that will just be way too much, but maybe I'll just do a few different ones in each month's update. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in March's update. Thanks everyone, bye.